we have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
It's preliminary final action here at Anderson Reserve in Port Melbourne. South Melbourne taking on Northcote City. Northcote were the minor premiers. South Melbourne are the form side. Should be a great matchup. A spot on the grand final on the line, John Caro.
That's certainly right, David, and Northcote are using their double chance because they lost the major semi-final last week in extra time to the Bentley Greens 2-1. South, of course, have gotten here by defeating the Melbourne Knights in the minor semi-final, but will their luck run out today?
And Gasparis, the early free kick, former South man. Always dangerous. Puts that one, and it's gone straight in. It's a goal early to Northcote. It was Kalafatidis who got the touch, I think. Gasparis put the dangerous ball in, and Kalafatidis finishing from close range. Northcote, the perfect start.
Yes, the perfect start for Northcote, only 5 minutes in, as we see Marinos Gasparis, a former player, come back to Hornus, as they always do, David. His cross from the right-hand side finds Kalafatidis. I'm not sure if it comes off his knee or what. He goes for the header, but it comes off something on his body and it goes in, and Northcote have the lead, and South have a lot of work to do to come back into this game, David.
Kearney puts his throw up high, and it's cut straight off. Kalafatidis looking to press forward again, teaming up with Lujic. Dangerous up front, both of them. He's got a runner in the middle. It's Gasparis on the right foot. Gasparis, the dipping shot onto the roof of the net, and not doubling the score that time. Silsma, South Melbourne will definitely want to hit back. He's always good with these free kicks. Whips that one in, far post. The ball goes up. It bobbles around, shouts for a handball. Cleared in the end by Chipetta. South Melbourne players looking disappointed there. John, what did you see on the replay here?
Well, I didn't see much, David, but from this angle you see the header does come onto Chipetta's arm, but half-hearted appeals, but the referee, Sean Evans, doesn't award a penalty.
Gavalis pumping that long and high. Bouncing straight through. Silsma to Hopper. Here's a good chance. The shot charged down. Hopper still going. Keeps his feet. Tries to turn around. Was he dragged down? He's taken out Chipetta on the way through as well. There's an argument between them. Well, that looked interesting there, John. What do you make of this one?
Well, we see here Hopper dragged in the box. You do see them paid, David, but again, Sean Evans sees nothing in it, and the game goes on, and South don't get the penalty that they want.
Northcote would love to double their lead before half-time. The ball floating around. There's a man at the far post. Gavalis should collect this one off Lujic. That'll be a foul. Oh, wait a minute. I think he's caught a goal. John, he's caught a goal here, the referee. Well, that's incredible. I thought surely that was a push on the keeper there. That's quite astonishing, John. I don't know what to make of that.
Well, I'll need to see the replay, but I saw from the angle here, David, that the Northcote players didn't react at all. As we see, Gasparis does well to get that overhead kick. Picavalis looks like he's got it. He's dragged across the line there by Lujic. He's put a bit of pressure on him. And apart from Lujic, no one else has really reacted, and the goal is awarded. Northcote 2-0 up.
South pressing forward now. Their fans arcing up as Hopper takes it. The ball played in, it'll float around, it might be a chance. Tyson Holmes on the turn, the shot goes across the face and wide as the South fans try to gee up their players. They're very angry about that earlier call. Silsma puts that one low and flat. Hopper keeps his feet, plays it across again. Rickson heads it straight up. Holmes, can he get onto his right foot? Tyson Holmes with the shot, and it's tipped away there. Good save in the end, although they probably needed to get a bit more power in the shot there, Tyson Holmes.
Well, it certainly is South's best chance of the afternoon so far, isn't it, David? As Tyson Holmes takes out two Northcote defenders, gets around a third, but in the end he scuffs his shot, and Petropoulos, it's probably going wide, but he does make the save anyway to ensure it's South's best chance of the half.
Marler puts that one straight up. Hopper on his right foot looking for Rickson. Can't get it on target. I think it had gone dead anyway from the Hopper cross. And as the rain is pelting down, we're having trouble with our cameras at the moment as we're switching angles. And Northcote, well, a goal here would really kill off South Melbourne. As the ball played in, Gavalis, Lujic puts it towards the box. Kelly can't keep it out. The header from Lujic, it's a goal. That's 3-0. And that might be the one that kills off South Melbourne's season. Disappointment for them. For Northcote, they're very excited here.
Well, as we see here, Pete Gavalis makes a strong save from Kalafatidis' shot, but Lujic just flicks that over. Sean Kelly, I think it is on the line, and then heads it in, and I think they've ensured the win, David, and a grand final spot now.
As we're switching between our angles again, we apologise for that. Epifano, a chance now. Sulzma, great chance. Oh no, he's just put it wide. Just past the side netting. Maybe if that one had gone in, there was a glimmer of hope for South.
Well, a good chance again for South as Sulzma comes in at the back post. And David, I don't know why he didn't go with his right foot there. And in the end, he goes for his left foot and it goes out.
Ball played long by Metropolis. Missed by the South defence. It's gone straight through here. It's gone straight through the Northcote player and he scored. Well, an assist to the Northcote keeper and a goal. I can't believe it. Kunavelis has just tucked that one away. Incredible stuff here, and it's just not South Melbourne's day. Free kick played quickly. Now, Konstantinides goes inboard. We switch it over. Chapetta, the skipper, he's been good today for Northcote. Now here's a chance for Lujic to get his second and seal it. And it's party time for Northcote now. And their players are pretty excited about that one. It was a good finish in the end from Lujic, a good build-up as well. And that puts the icing on the cake for them. For South Melbourne, well, it just goes from bad to worse.
It certainly does, David. It's been a very disappointing afternoon and a very disappointing second half at that as we see Gasparis with another assist. He lays it off for Lujic, and that is a fine finish past Pete Gavalis. Lujic celebrates with the fans behind the goals there, and it looks like a grand final berth is secure now.
Gasparis plays that one flat. Gavalis goes for the punch. I think Brand got the head of the shot just over the bar. Geez, that was a deadly shot there from just on the edge of the box and nearly number 6.
Well, could have been another goal conceded for South here, but luckily the shot from the edge of the box flies over Gavalis' crossbar and the goal is prevented.
Well, they're just playing out time now, the two sides, but they might steal another one here. Brand, nice clearance there, and well, there it is. South Melbourne, unfortunately defeated here today. You can't deny Northcote City were the better side. They took their chances when it really counted. Disappointment for South Melbourne, frustration in the first half after that second goal was awarded, but after that, we were never really in it, John.
Yeah, it was a controversial decision for the second goal, but in truth, South really wasn't in the game today, and Northcote are deserved winners and go on to the grand final now against Bentley Greens next week. So we see the South fans applauding the team from behind the goals. It was a fair effort to go so far in the final series. But in the end, if you don't finish in the top 3, David, it's very difficult to get through to the grand final.
Well, I got the captain, Brad Norton, here with me, and mate, it must be hard to find something positive to say on a day like today, but in the end, it doesn't matter how it happens. The season's over, and now comes time to reflect on it.
Yeah, that's it. Like you said, it's hard to find words, I guess, just so close to that defeat. But look, I mean, for the boys' point of view, we're very proud of the way we've gone in the second half of the year, even the first half of the year. We fought all the way through. It's been an up and down sort of season, and credit to the boys to fight to get this far, I guess. And I mean, to be in the last 3 teams of the year, that's for us. I mean, we wanted to go all the way, but from where we come from, we are very proud, and it's only going to lead to bigger and better things hopefully for next year, and we'll be working hard. Don't worry, we'll have a good pre-season and working hard for next year, that's for sure.
There must be a little bit of frustration for you that it might have been a different story at half-time, it might have been a whole different game, but for one decision that can really takes the game away from you in the second half because it changes the whole way you have to play, and in the end the goals we got in the second half were because we were chasing it.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, you can say whatever you want about that second decision, it's one of those things, that sort of killed us. I mean, even if I thought if we got a goal just before half time, we would have. I think we would have had the momentum, with that type of team. And if we get the momentum, I think we can go on with it. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. It went the other way, and like I said, it was a privilege to play in the team, be a part of it. Like I said, there's been ups and downs, and to all the fans that stayed with us and supported us the whole way through. I mean, you saw last week 4,500 people at that game, plus another whatever it was today, a couple of thousand. So we owe it to the fans as well, and to the club. So at the end of the day, we've lost, but we'll keep our heads up and fight for next year.
Well, obviously the fans are gutted, but I think there's also a sense of pride in the performance over the last month and where we've come from to be so far out of finals contention, to make it to the final 3. Despite what happened today, it's a great effort. So well done to you and the guys on the revival in the second half of the year.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate all that hard work from you guys throughout the year as well, so appreciate it.
Well, I've got the coach, Chris Taylor, here with me, and look, obviously the overwhelming feeling is disappointment at the moment, but look, it was a great fight back in the second half of the year, and although today is a hard one to take, you must see some positives in the second half of the season.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, just the way it's ended up, getting beat 5-0, it's pretty gut-wrenching. Felt things didn't go for us in the first half, especially a couple of the decisions and that sort of thing, but, you've got to take that on the chin, and the win picked up in the second half, but 5 goals and going out that way. But I suppose in one way it's probably better than getting beat on penalties. So and Northcote, in their defence, their game plan was pretty good, and they nullified us in good areas and made it very difficult for us. But the mood in the dressing room is poor, which you'd expect. But from where we've come from halfway through the season to what we've achieved, it's there's a little bit in it, I suppose. We're going in the right direction. Next year we want to go 2 steps further and win the thing.
Yeah, I think that's probably a great attitude, and I think the fans were really feeling that as well, that there has been a lot of positives, and next year's the next step. You talked about the 2 steps further next year. When does the preparation start for you?
Well, really from now. We start having a look at what we want to keep and how we want to go forward, and rejuvenating the squad a little bit. I think we've got a good basis to work with, but we certainly need to add to that and give ourselves a bit more depth and probably bring a bit more in so we can make changes and make a difference in games when they're not going well for us.
Well, Chris, obviously it's hard to take today, and obviously we'd love to be playing in the grand final next week, but that's not the case. All the same, congratulations on a great revival in the second half of the year, and we hope that that's a positive sign going forward.
Great, and thanks to all the supporters. They've been really behind the boys, and we do appreciate it, and the club deserves success, so hopefully we'll get it next year.